Okay, we're here now. We're going to do the Angry Mob makeup, and Anna's going to show you how to apply it. The goal is for you to practice at home and applying your makeup yourself. There will be only one mother there to oversee that you've done the job correctly, and if you have any questions you can just ask her how it looks. But you are overall going to be doing your own Angry Mob makeup. So she's going to start with how to put it on. Let's not forget that the costume goes on first, then the makeup. Wear a smock so you don't get makeup on your costume. And when you're done, you wipe your face, clean it first before you take off the costume. Okay, Angry Mob. Arrgh.
So, you all have your own personal makeup kit. So the first thing you're going to start with is you can put any kind of lotion on your face. Make sure you have clean hands before you do your makeup. So, and you don't have to put it on real thick. It just helps because stage makeup can dry out the skin, or if you have sensitive skin, so it just helps to put a little bit of lotion on. Then your next step is your foundation, and this is going to go over your entire face, and then you're going to have to do a very thorough job blending it into your hairline and into your neck. The neck is a big one. A lot of you girls, when you do your makeup, you see this line like this, and then it goes like tan white, and you don't want to see that. So as you can see, you just kind of like brush like this up at the hair, and it just helps because the scalp is probably going to be much lighter than the color foundation we're putting on. Eyes and your nose, and brush around your eyebrows so that it blends in there as well. The reason you want to make sure the foundation is put on really well is it'll look splotchy if it's not blended. And you can put it over your lips because we're also going to add our lip color. That's another cream-based makeup from your personal kit, so you don't have to worry about having white lips because we're going to go right over it. Nose. So put your head up, and when you get to the here, you go a little bit lighter in the foundation, and you just got to put your head up and look in the mirror and have another girl help you check for blending, or the mom who's in charge of Angry Mob. And you just really want to make sure that there is no line defining where your foundation stopped. You have to write your name on the side of your sponge so that you don't lose it unless you're going to bring a new one every time. So now that the foundation's on, next step is adding the lines. So in your girls' kit, I know you girls all have these. The Souring Mob is using this brown, but I think it may be a little light for the Angry Mob. So if you girls want to buy like a brown eye pencil or brown liquid eyeliner, you can use that. I'm going to be using our character shadow just because that's what it'll show up best on the camera, but that's what you girls should be using. Brown eyeliner which is liquid eyeliner, or brown just pencil eyeliner. Liquid eyeliner will probably blend better. So first you want to get the frown line. So Helen, frown, really deep frown, and you're going to follow your natural lines, which everyone's going to show up a little bit differently, but you should get 2 at the top. So see how we have her age line, or not age, anger lines. Then have the person smile, and everyone's line gets some sort of line around there, so you want to capture those. The reason we do these lines is so that when you're acting on this in the front of the church or on the stage, it accentuates your expression. And you want to do lines down here, and also, and this is different than the Souring, we're going to do lines on the forehead. So frown again, Helen. Actually, I'm sorry, not frown. Raise your eyebrows really high. Like really high, good. And so try to see if you can pick up on these wrinkle lines up here. And try to angle them more down than straight across. But I don't want just one stripe across the forehead. You need to try to follow the natural lines of their forehead. And also the brown, and this is where you can use your little color square. The brown in here is going to go on top of your eyes. This is going to be your eyeshadow. And you're going to just, right now we're just getting it up there. We're going to blend it in a minute. So now you're going to go back over your brown shadow and anger and your smile lines with the cream from your square. And this is the light color. And you girls should have your own brushes to put this stuff on because that makes it much easier to get a clean makeup job. So take your brush and use the cream, the light off-white color, and you're going to go over right next to all of your brown lines. And what this does is this helps accentuate those lines. And at first it's going to look really funny, but it'll look much better once we blend it all in. And if you make any mistakes while you're doing this, don't worry. Just take your foundation sponge, your makeup sponge, and it's like a pencil eraser. It'll just clean it right up. So now you want to blend your lines, and you don't want to do this and keep putting your finger down in a new spot because then you're going to get dots all over your face because your finger's going to pick up the brown. So you just kind of take your whole finger and you do that a little bit. You can even drag your finger lightly across to blend it. You don't want to wipe it off, but you want to make it less harsh. And as you can see, as I did that, it got it messy. And this is where you use your foundation sponge and clean it up a little bit. Use a different finger maybe, because that one probably had too much from the top. So that's her top blended. Now when you go to do the sides, this is easy. Basically just take your finger and drag it a little bit and just have it not look so like stripes. You can even like lightly go over it with your foundation sponge. More patting. So the eyes now is the tricky spot, and this is, you just need to do a lot of rubbing. We don't want any lines here anymore. This is all blending in the color. And basically just go round and round until it's all filled in really good. And you're probably going to want to use your foundation sponge because sometimes it can kind of bleed onto the rest of the face and you want to keep it clean because we're not going for old age or any dramatic makeup. But you do want it to look like this. We're getting the dark circles, which is a darker look that's going to help with the seriousness of your girls' scenes and your acting. And use your foundation sponge to blend it in because we don't want brown foundation. You want to blend that in so that it looks really natural. And you can even kind of wipe over with your sponge if you want to help blend that in. And let's see. Oh yes, for your girls' lip color, you can use also the color square that you girls have. Use the darker pink color and mix a little bit of the brown in there so it's not quite so pinky because we want to go, this is just accentuating your natural lips. We don't want to look like we're wearing lipstick. This is just so that your lips don't look cracked and dry. And if you have really dry lips, you probably should put on some sort of just plain chapstick, Carmex, something like that before you put on your lipstick. Then rub your lips. And that's the color we're going for. It's just so you can see her lips, but it's not pink or red. So you girls all use the same color, so it looks the same. And then we're going to put the veil on so you can see how it looks, because you girls will all have some sort of veil. And that is angry. So frown. There we go. Oh, one more thing. When you take off your makeup, make sure that you take it off before you take off your costume. So if you're using baby wipes, that's an easy way to do it. If you're not, and if you're going to use some sort of makeup remover that you have to use water and you're going to go to the bathroom and do it, then you need to put your smock over your costume so that you don't splash or drip the makeup as you're washing it off on your costume. And I believe that's it.